AITA for asking my wife to help pay for our daughter's future. Let me start by saying, I love my wife and both my kids deeply. But there's something I need to get off my chest. Back when we started our family 18 years ago, we had one child. At that time, my wife was a stay-at-home mom, and she really wanted a second baby. I was not so sure, I thought it would be too expensive. Still, after talking it through, she promised she'd take full financial responsibility for the second child. That included things like dance classes, music lessons, sports, and anything else they might need. She even said she could use some money she had from her home country. I took her promise seriously, and honestly, I still do. Every few years, I bring it up again just to remind her what we agreed on. She always laughs it off, but this is not a joke to me. It affects our whole family. Now here's where things have changed. Over time, my wife went back to work as the kids got older. Her job did not pay much at first, around $40,000 a year, so I never really asked about her money. I figured whatever she earned was hers to spend how she liked. And most of it did go toward the kids, which was exactly what she promised. As for me, I have been covering about 90% of all the big expenses: mortgage, cars, insurance, you name it. I even bought her car for her. We have both been saving aggressively. I saved over $200,000 for our son's college fund already, and I am planning to do the same for our daughter. But now, our son is looking into top schools, Ivy League colleges and medical school. I told him I will support him fully no matter where he goes. The problem is, these schools are super expensive. A state school like UCLA costs around $45,000 per year, but Harvard or Stanford can hit $100,000 each year. If both kids go to elite schools, that's nearly $800,000 total. I make good money, so we do not qualify for any financial aid. That means I either need to pull money out of my retirement savings and pay penalties, or sell a rental property I own. Honestly, I'd rather not do either if I do not have to, especially when my wife has money available. So I sat down with her and explained that I think it's time she steps in and helps more. She does contribute, she pays for groceries, property taxes, and sometimes buys nice things for the family like vacations or gifts. But compared to what I cover, it's a small part. She has her own savings. I know she had $100,000 in a high-yield savings account back in 2020, and I am pretty sure it's grown since then. She's also moved money from overseas into US accounts before. I reminded her that this was the deal we made. She would handle the cost of our daughter. I even mentioned that if we ever divorced, she could file for financial aid based only on her income in 2 years. That's when things got heated. She got upset because if we split, I would not share my assets with her, just like she would not share hers with me. What I want is simple. I want us to combine everything we have into one big family fund. That way, both kids have equal access to what we have built together. I also want to set up a trust so that if anything happens to either of us, the kids are protected. I know it sounds tough, but I am doing this because I believe in fairness. I do not want my daughter to feel like she got less than her brother. I have already cut back on personal spending, and I am ready to sell things or dip into my savings if I have to, but why should I, when she has the money? And yes, I think our daughter heard part of the conversation. I hate that she had to. But I also believe she deserves to know that I am fighting for her future. So the question is? AITA for standing by our original agreement and asking her to help fund our daughter's future?